what's up? How's it going? Cigars and Dads. I know it's been a while since we made any videos. Summers have been crazy. I know I've talked to you guys about our family. I have five kids, four girls, one boy, and boy, summers are birthday months and grandkids. I have four granddaughters and one grandson, and boy, birthdays they're heavy in summer months. We have a couple we have one during Christmas, I think, just before Christmas maybe, and one February and one in March. Yeah, so it's so hard to keep track of all my kids, man, their birthdays and things like that. But yeah, we have a great time. Love them all. Anyways, we're going live here on Rumble, Cigars and Dads. And if you guys appreciate if you guys hit the share, follow button and the like button. Going live is always, you never know what's going to happen. So hopefully everything works out. Today, we're going to go over the Undercrown shade. Let's see if I can show you that. I know the light's kind of bright here. I don't know why, but let's see. Where's my remote? See if I can lower the light a little bit, but I don't know if it'll kind of adjust change. I don't know if that's going to do any good, but anyways, it's actually it's a nice light shaded cigar. This one here's the Gordo. Like I mentioned before, I like the 60-inch ring gauge. I did. I picked up some of these, and this is the Seed to Smoke I told you guys about a while back. Rocky Patel makes these. They come in a bundle, pretty reasonable. So I bought a bundle of these. These are about I think 46, 48 maybe ring gauge. Ooh, excuse me. And 7 inches long. Not really into these. I like the smoke. The smoke is really good. It's for the price. It's phenomenal. You can't beat it. The ring gauge just reminds me of smoking a cigarette or something like that, and I'm just not into it. But I bought a bundle of these. They were cheap. It was only $49, and I give you a 20-pack bundle. And they didn't have the 60 ring gauge, so I went ahead and bought the bundle of the 40s. But again, great smoke. I had some friends over. We had a birthday party for my wife this Sunday, and just before Labor Day, and it turned out really great, guys. I hope you guys celebrate the holiday with your family, and thank God for this country and all the people that allow us to even do the things we do here in this country. And things are so strange nowadays. A small majority of people are trying to change our country and our faith, the way we interact with one another. All I can say is fathers out there, because the show is Dads and Cigars, and we're trying to do some interviews with some people. We're trying to line some of those up, but once we get those going, I'll let you guys know. And excuse me, sorry about that. Anyways, really show some support to you guys, local law enforcement, first responders, your doctors, your nurses, your EMTs. Everything, man. These guys are out there working their butts off, and they don't get paid much. Nah, not for the job they do. So when people say they get good pay, no, they don't. But they like the job, they like what they do, and they're out there providing a service to our community. And without them, man, if you think things are going bad now, can you imagine how our first responders, how bad and serious things would even get? It'd be like that movie, The Purge. I don't want life, guys, and I'm sure you guys don't either. So take care of your kids, spend time with your families, and just enjoy, man, life. Again, it's a small group, guys. compared to the American society that is really God-fearing people and loving of their families and things like that. They're a small minority, but they got loud mouths, and they speak out loud. And people like us are not, used to causing trouble. You know, we follow the law, we do the things we're supposed to do with our take care of our families. But sometimes, you have to speak out. So that's my little spill. Anyways, okay, let's get back into this cigar. The Undercrown shade, boy, I mean, let's take it out. I took it out of the wrapper. Look at that's a nice. It's actually a beautiful shade of. It's like a sand, know. Uh, I don't know if you can. Man, this is so bright. It's really the sunlight that's coming in through one of these windows. I let the blinds open, but it's way over there and off the. My camera's off. It's off this way. Anyways, yeah, it's got the Undercrown logo on there. In fact, I think I got me. Got me another one here. So this is kind of what it looks like. I don't know if you can see this is any better, but same thing. This is the middle though, and it's an Undercrown. Anyways, haven't tried. I think I tried this one. Oh, it's been a while though, Duro, but I didn't do a review on it. Wasn't too bad. I'll probably do one on that. But when I seen this the other day, and I thought I'm gonna pick this one up, because I hadn't seen it, so I see what happens. But let's see. Let's see how it goes. Anyways, we'll cut this puppy up and get her lit. Yeah, I had a couple of friends over, this past and relatives, and we had a nice turnout. About 50 people here. It was a brunch, and so we had, of course, I'm Mexican, so we had to have some Mexican food, and they had some what do they call those, mimosas. The women had those. What I did forget though, to buy some beer. I didn't buy any beer, and but it was still too early to be drinking. To have. I mean, not that we're gonna really go all out, but it was. We had it from 10 to 1. A little too early for me, But we had our coffee, and then I brought some of my friend of mine and his wife. I asked them if they wanted to have a cigar on the other side and sat on one of the other patios over here that we have. And we smoked up. Actually, they wanted something mild. They tried out the Seed to Smoke, and I had some other cigars here, some other Maduros here, but he wanted to try those out, and he's not a heavy smoker in cigars, but he smoked cigars several times, and he may. I think he has them every so often, maybe once a month, something like that. When he gets together with his buddies, and he works on the railroad. In fact, he was telling me he's going to be ready to retire. With I think in March. Great job. But yeah. So he's got 4 boys. I had 4 girls and 1 boy. So the kids have known each other for years since they were little, and so we've gotten together. Great family. His wife's a friend of mine. Excuse me, man. Got some stuck in my throat. Let me drink tea. Oh man, it really got me. I don't know what it was. Anyways, so we had a good time, because we hadn't seen each other. Whew, it's been a few months, you know. So getting together with them and some relatives, and it was a good time, really good time. And I think we're probably gonna see if we can invite a show. Like I said, he's got four boys, and I think he's got three grandkids now. Uh, so we were just talking about our kids and things going on. But that's someone I'd like to get, and there's another gentleman I'd like to get on there, and he works with the in the schools and things like that, and so I'm hoping to get some of these guys on. And a lot of times they're really busy, the type of jobs they do, and so it's kind of hard, and you don't really have the opportunity to smoke cigars. And I'm not going to smoke a cigar in front of someone who doesn't smoke. It's kind of rude, unless they've smoked cigarettes in the past or things like that, and they don't mind it. But because I enjoy my cigars, so but so you got to kind of find the two guys, and the two elements in there. But yeah. So let's light this puppy up and see how it goes. Well, first of all, it's got a great draw. It's got a mild, earthy smell. Sometimes I get a manure smell in some of these cigars. Not this one though, but smells good. It's a great tobacco. Let me give you the little info on it. Connecticut wrapper, atop a Sumatra binder, and Dominican Creole 98 and Nicaraguan Creole long fillers. Okay, so the fillers are Dominican and Nicaraguan. This is mellow to medium bodied blend of it's rich, complex, and balanced. Flavors of toast, nuts, subtle spice, and cream. It's a creamy, enjoyable sweetness. It says it's a mellow cigar, and fascinate the full body enthusiast. Maybe it always makes you like, they always have their own way of writing their descriptions, but it was rated 91, and it's made by Drew Estates. And then let's see, what else does it say? Drew Estates Undercrown is the blue collar Liga Privada number 9. Created by the factory rollers. When due to overwhelming demand, they were stopped from bringing the Liga 9. Drew Estate master blender Willie Herrera challenged the rollers to come up with a Connecticut-based blend that would satisfy the palate, and with his input and assistance, the Undercrown shade came into being. So it shows here it's a medium. On the indicator here, it's showing a medium. So it's Toro size. Yeah. Ecuador, Connecticut, Nicaraguan. Okay. Price range, guys. Probably looking at about, let's see. What did I want to say about $14, $15 per cigar. You might even get, I think that's about right, because I think I picked it up for about 30 something. So pretty much $14. A box. Let's see. So, that's a pack of 5 you can get for $56, and a box is going to run you roughly about $255. Okay, so this let's see. I picked this up though on Cigar International. You can try their cigar page. There's Privada Cigars that sell cigars. I don't know if they sell this one here, uh, but there's several different entities you can try out. Gosh, let's go ahead and get this sucker lit up, boy. Boy, the draws. I mean, not. I like it a little more tighter, but I mean, no problems with the draw at all. No problems. Let's see what I get. Hmm. Very, wow. It is so mild. I mean, really, really, really mild. No pepper, and it didn't state any pepper. But a lot of times I like a little bit of pepper in it. No pepper. I'm not getting anything. Hmm. No burn on the retro. Uh, hmm. uh, a slight. I would say a slight sweetness or creaminess. Getting on the retro. Um, God, this is almost like nutmeggy. Yeah, not bad. But the flavors are not really strong at all. You really gotta kind of draw them out. Uh, yes, it's just subtle spice. I get no spice at all. No spice. No spice at all. Uh, it is really mellow. Really mellow. Um, there's even some people are saying that you get a little zesty lemon peel and dried orange uh, with a honey on the palate. I'm not getting any of that. Very smoky. Very smoky. The draw is like it's a little too smoky for me. Uh, excuse me. But wow, I'm making my nose water. Man, yeah, I don't get no zest. No zest on this one. The burn seems to be pretty good, though. I mean, look at that burn. Perfectly even burn all the way around. You know, can't beat the burn. It's got a nice goldy kind of creamy wrapper. I want to say because it's not really gold, but maybe a rose gold in between a rose gold and yeah, with the Undercrown sign and I guess it's supposed to be a lion. sitting on top of a crown. Like I said, I think the Maduro is a little bit better because now if you're a beginner smoker, this is gonna be something for you because it's not strong at all. And even then, uh, I don't know if you'll even get any flavor out of it, any notes. And who knows though? I mean, as the cigar goes and burns through, there might be something, something come out of it, you know. Uh, wow, yeah, not not getting much at all, but I, I'm kind of want to light this Maduro up again and see the difference. You know, see what there is in the Maduro that I'm getting. I get in the lighter shade. Like I said, wow, a lot of smoke. Woo. If I didn't have my exhaust in here, boy, it would be hot boxing this this little studio up. You know, but I get a little creamy. You know, I yeah, little sour. I guess it's zest. I guess that's what I'm getting is in the on the lips. That might be from the wrapper. You know, um, as I'm licking my lips. Uh, Let me take a little swig of water here and see. Start over a little bit. Okay. Uh, hmm. No, I'm kind of disappointed, guys. I thought this was gonna have even I knew it'd be a milder cigar, but I was reading the descriptions earlier. I thought, creamy, okay, little nutty. I get those, but very, very. I mean, wow, so slightly mild. Uh, Nothing sweet about it though, and the cream is not. It's not lasting. You know, nothing's lasting in this cigar. Oh, excuse me. So, I mean, again, the burn. Look at it. You know, it's a great burn. It's a well-made cigar. Uh, I don't know if my palate's changed a little bit. Uh, and haven't smoked as. I mean, I've been smoking, still, but uh, been so busy lately, and I did some work on the roof. Added some. I have a room that I added. there was a room built, and the overhang was too small. Well, which it was uh, one of the rooms I have, anyways. And the overhang was too small, and so the water was, getting into the hitting the door. As you open the door, you really couldn't even you couldn't really stand out. It had about a 1 foot overhang. And I thought, wow, that ain't gonna do it. And so, anyways, I think it was last year. I told myself I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to, So I had to go in there and you know add some roofing on and extend it out. And uh, what I used is I don't even know the name of that stuff, man. Jeez, I shouldn't have brought it up, huh? Anyways, it's an overlay, I guess, and it's a polymer, some kind of polymer that you roll on, and then you lay the overlay on it, and you roll it down. You put another couple coats of that stuff. When I did the roofing originally, man, I had no for 2 seasons. Rainy season. We had some good rainy seasons here in California, and no leaks, no nothing. I was like, wow, never tried this stuff, but I know they used it on a balcony on my girls' room in the back part of the house, and they're upstairs. And because we added a balcony years ago, and I had them roof it, and I thought maybe they'd use some, I don't know, roll-on shingle or something like that, but no. They laid it down, and then they laid that overlay with that polymer, whatever it is. It's a white coating, and haven't had no leaks. So I thought about it, and then I was talking to a buddy of mine that he's currently in law enforcement, but he was, in his younger days, he did. He says, yeah, that stuff's good for walkouts, things like that. And I was like, walkouts? Yeah, what are you talking about? There's balconies. And I said, oh, okay. Uh, so, anyways, he told me, you put that on and you just, excuse me, roll that out. Still nothing, guys. Very light. You have to really. The aroma is nice on this cigar. It's got a nice aroma. It's not a smoky, like you smoke a cigar, it's like, it's gross, Uh, I get a pleasant smell from it, a smoke smell. Anyways, so that's not bad, and it's almost a sweet, creamy aroma, But on the palate, I don't get it. I don't get a heaviness of it enough to say, wow, I can really taste it. I can, this is a really great cigar. Like I said, for a beginner smoker, I think this would be probably outstanding for them, But if you're an avid smoker, I don't know if you'd be too inclined to try something like this. More the Maduro shade, I think. From the one I've tried. Wasn't the 60 inch, because again, flavors change, guys. Remember, just because they try to keep to the same, they want their cigars to not vary so much in flavory, when it's got the same wrapper, same, fillers, things like that. I got me a little ass from a table. Don't like that. Anyway, Yeah, not getting much at all. But anyways, you know, back onto that. So I was doing the rough. So I thought, well, I'll try that again. No leaks for 2 seasons. So I did that. I went ahead and added that again and overlaid the original part. And again, just to, I had the material. So I thought, you know what, why not? Roll that on and uh, they have some thicker stuff. And I don't know. I want to say one is uh, what do they use for tabletops? I can't remember now. Epoxy. I want to say one's kind of a epoxy inside of it. Uh, some type of epoxy poly. Something I don't know. The one's a real heavy, muddy thickness. But man, when that dries, it is like thick rubber, thick rubber. And I'm going to drop my ash here because I don't want it falling on my table or my computer or my clothing. It always gets me when I see these guys trying to extend and see how long their ash is going to, almost a competition with it. And I'm like, why? I don't get it. I know you guys have seen it. Anyways, the burner, look at the burn still, yeah, look at that. Awesome. Nothing wrong with it. It's a great made cigar. Like I said, I think a beginner smoker would probably enjoy it. Go ahead. It's not really burning out. I just wanted to touch that little corner. Let's see. Got a little burn on that one. That retro. There is a little zest. But I wouldn't necessarily, I'm not getting a lemon zest. Or maybe, I don't know. Some kind of a soury kind of zest on the lip. But get a little earthiness. That I will say. Again, cream is not really hitting it, boy. I don't know. Anyways, back to our roof. So I got that done. So I'm hoping with the next rain, it'd probably be a while because it's been hot. What do we get up to this weekend? Up to 113, I think it is. It was pretty reasonable today. I know we're in the hundreds. Let's see. What is it? Oh, man. I say right here on my watch, I think. God, wouldn't it be the last? Okay, 96 today. That's what it's showing. Oh, I don't know. That's real or not. By 4 o'clock, it's already 4 o'clock now. The clock back there is wrong. I got to change the batteries. So it says by 5 o'clock, it's supposed to be 99 degrees here in California, here in Bakersfield, California. Down south LA and all them, they'll complain if it's 90 degrees. Man, if it's 90 degrees, I love it. Up here, boy, it like I said, it got a couple times 115. We don't have some of the weather like you do in other states where it's muggy, Florida, things like that, which makes it feel like it's, if it's 115 here, you probably think it's 120, 125 up there. I don't know. There's a couple of podcasters that live up in Florida quite a bit, but Jeremy Spears I just saw a video on him. And he said, man, it's awful. It's terrible, terrible. A couple of there was another podcast I usually watch. Um, the oh gosh, it's from the old Duck Dynasty guys. Anyways, great show, man. It's 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 always a fun thing. See, Uncle Si. I don't know if you guys watch that. Anyways, man, they said it's hot up there and humid, humid. Uh, but I can only imagine. I mean, Washington, maybe some of those areas. You know, jeez. But so I look at it, when it hits 99 degrees, 100 degrees, we're all right here. It's just the humidity ain't so high, but it gets pretty bad. Like I said, I think I was telling my buddy the other day when I was working out there. I'm on the ladder, and I'm not a big construction guy, but I'll do things around the house, and I can't get up on the ladder for too long because I start hurting my knees. I got a bad knee, and it like I could barely get up there maybe about 5 minutes at a time. But I'll have maybe one of my kids help me out, things like that. So they were helping me. But anyways, to get up and do things like that, I was handing them things and stuff like that, and it started burning the back of my legs, and I thought, I should be all right. It's just we had to stop because I told us, hey, it's too hot. It's too hot. It's just way too hot. You got your hat, you got a hat on, and you got maybe a sweat bandana on, and you're trying to do it just like because a lot of times you can hang in there, especially if you start early. You kind of your body acclimates to the weather. You adjust, and it's like it's hot, but I can handle it, and so you stick it out, But at that point, this is about 1 o'clock. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You gotta. Man, more power to all those guys out there. They're tough guys, man, out there working their butts off, man. Construction workers, especially these new home constructions. They're inside these places. They have no air conditioning, and they're just, I could imagine how hot it is. Hot as heck in there, and then laying concrete on some of these places. Ooh, man, So, God, you guys, thank you guys. It's like I said, give thanks, guys out there who have decent jobs, maybe working air conditioning buildings, things like that. First responders are out there they got to wear that uniform. I remember when I was working, you're wearing your duty belts, and you got your uniform on, and that's all mandatory. You're out there, and you got to maybe sometimes run, respond to things, and it's like, oh my God, and you're not wearing tennies. You're not wearing tennis shoes. You got to have your shoes polished, and you're out there and you're running into these things. They've now, since I've been out there, things are different. Let's get into this again. No change, guys. I don't think this is gonna. The aroma's good. I don't think it's gonna be any different though. Would I get it? Would I buy it again? Not for me. I may keep one on the shelf for like my buddy who came by the other day, and him and his wife. His wife smokes too. They don't. They're not heavy smokers, but they'll pick up a couple of cigars, or they'll share a cigar. Now, I wouldn't share a cigar with anybody else, but with my wife, yeah, things like that. And that's what they enjoy, which is nice. They get together, they'll go out, maybe sit outside by the pool, or sit out on the patio, up on the deck upstairs or something like that. And she says they enjoy a cigar once in a great while, sitting out, in the evenings. And I think that's kind of nice. It's kind of cool. That's what we should do. And that's what cigars are all about, guys. You're getting together with the buddies, getting together maybe with your wife. I get, a lot of times, like I said before, I get together with my kids, my sons, my son-in-law, and we enjoy a good cigar. Try to get to some of the cigar shows, guys. Those are fun. You get to have a great, maybe a steak dinner, and a couple drinks. You don't have to get crazy. It's not nothing crazy that ever been to one of these cigar shows where it's gotten, oh God, they're all drunk, this and that. Nah, it's a very, and it's not what you think when you say cigar. Some people think, it's a bunch of guys with their rich, these rich guys and out there hanging out. Nah, you got a variety of people. Go out there, you enjoy, and they don't care where you came from. They don't care what you do. If anything, it's interesting to each and every one of them. You get a little conversation on what this guy does in his business, and you get a conversation at a guy who's working out on a construction site. He may own the construction site. He may be working, for have his own concrete, service. You know, it doesn't matter. It's a big variety, but it's just cool because you guys get out there together, you guys enjoy your time, and you socialize, and you get to meet new people and get contacts, and you're networking sometimes, and you don't even know it because you're there just to have a good time. But hey, you might meet somebody who owns a construction business, and he says, I'm going to be building a couple homes out here. Why don't you give me your number, give me your card, and we can get together. Maybe you can give me a price, and we can work something out. Or who knows? You can do. There's all kinds of different things. Guys that are them and wives own a party events. Establishment, and they talking about what they do. And they get together, and it's just endless. But again, you can get out there with your buddies and just shoot the bull, and enjoy and have a great time and go home, and you didn't go out and party like maybe your old days or, when you were younger, but you really had a great time, that's what cigars do, that's why I enjoy them. That's how I got to even started smoking. A buddy of mine got me. I told him I wanted to smoke a cigar. I didn't even know where to get them, and he took me, so went to our tobacconist, local tobacconist back then. I think it was called John T's. Yeah, I don't know if you guys had one near you. It was in the mall. So I picked one of those up, and we had a great time, Went back, we had a couple of beers, smoked some cigars, and man, I loved it ever since, So again, this is the Undercrown Shade. Try it out, guys. If you're a mild smoker, I think you're gonna love it. I think because you get a little creaminess, a little nut. I got a little bit of nutmeg. I will say that. Didn't get much into, I guess, because I'm used to more of a more bolder cigar where the flavors are really, really stand out. But again, and you can find some mild cigars where the flavor notes will really, they're really going to hit you and you're really going to enjoy it. Again, doesn't mean, this brand is not going to be good, because this one here, I have tried a different size and it was great. I do like Maduros a lot too. But again, you can find Connecticut's and Dominicans, excuse me, that may be a little more milder, but yet the flavor notes come out really good. And, but this one here, I wasn't that impressed for me. But, try it out. Again, I'll probably keep one on the shelf for buddies of mine, or, I got a son-in-law who doesn't really smoke that much either, but he likes getting together, and he might enjoy it, So it's not something I wouldn't discount, and say, yeah, that's it. I'm not trying that one again. No, for me, I won't, but I will purchase it again. And again, try the bundles, guys. A lot of bundles out there. I'm always trying bundles, and I do different things with the bundles, because they're reasonable. So they're I can do the different things. Like I'll add it in put in my these little humidors that I have here, and I put let's see, I have another one right here. I had pulled up. So I don't know if you see that. I got some vanilla and a little liqueur in there, and I try that, and I get different flavors out of it. The vanilla sweetness, and it doesn't take much, guys, to change the flavors on some of those. Because now, granted, this here, the Seed to Smoke is pretty good on its own. It's even got a little sweetness on the taste. I believe it's on the leaf itself. It's natural though. I believe it is. Because Rocky Patel, I don't think that they. From what I understand, when you look up some of their stuff, I haven't seen where they've made any flavored cigars. They might make them where they can sell them somewhere else in some other country, but I know here in California you can't, or some other state, you can't legally infuse, there's so many dang laws here in California. It's not even funny, guys. Hey, all you guys out there in other states, man, you're probably thinking, yeah, you bunch of suckers, man, and sometimes you feel like that, but, we don't have those controls over that. I mean, we try to vote on certain things, but how things are going now, man, they try the old switcheroo on some of these laws and laws in there, little, and so when you vote, half the time you don't know what the hell you're voting for because they added something in there, and sometimes I sides, but anyways, so my little complaint on there. Yeah, try them out, But that's what I do. I put some, see my liquor. Tried. Let's see, Buffalo's Trace. I tried a couple times. That was a great one with a little vanilla extract and a little water, and it also keeps it where. Because I've heard of some guys that what they do is they'll put flavoring in there with some water and a little extract. Well, they ended up opening up their cigars, and it had mildew all over it. When I had the alcohol, a little bit of the alcohol is because alcohol kills germs anyways. I mean, so it's not gonna the water the liquid does not get any bacteria, and so you get a little flavor of that, and you'll get let's see, what do I got here? I got a couple. Jack Daniels is another good one because you can add a little bit of Jack Daniels vanilla extract, because that Jack Daniels, Gentleman's Jack, has a little creamy flavor. I really like that one, really enjoy that, even straight, what else is the other one I tried? Oh, this one here too, because this one here, this is a liqueur, and it has a orange liqueur in it. This is the Grand Marnier. I don't know how to say it, but anyways, 1827 France. That's when it was made. Not made, but when they developed their bottles, their started their business, I guess. I wish it was 1827, huh? A bottle of 1827 liquor. Wow. Would that be something? Anyways, Sazerac. That's another one I've tried. Sazerac was pretty good too. I mean, all of these that I've tried so far, I didn't like the Basil Hayden or Basil. Uh, that one I didn't really care for, and I actually didn't. I didn't. I heard it was a great liquor. I bought. My daughter had it, so I said, it was sitting in our. Somehow I don't know how it was. They had a party, and it was sitting in my kitchen. Brand new bottle sat there. Oh man, maybe about 4 weeks, and I was like, man, who brought this? And just wonders. So I said, I'm gonna take it to uh, my little studio there, and so I put it up on the shelf here, and I had a little swig of it, and didn't really care. He says, hey, why did you take my bottle? I said, well, you didn't. I asked everybody, and she goes, yeah. She goes, a friend of mine bought it for her and her fiance. I said, oh, hey, I'm sorry. And she didn't get mad, but she was telling, yeah, you just took my bottle. I said, hey, sorry, I'll get you another one if you want. And she's, nah, it's all right. So, anyways, try those out, guys. Yeah, again, you could do so many different things. That's why when you see some of these guys, I mean, some of these things, they're coming out like with the smoking of the. Gosh, you ever seen those little things where you put the wood chips and you smoke your glass before you put a little bit of liqueur in there or whiskey in there, and it's supposed to change the flavoring of it. Basically the same thing, but I do it with cigars. And like I've said before, they also sell the barrels. You guys can buy those small barrels. That's pretty cool. I thought about buying one of those. I want to say they're about 150 bucks, 200 bucks maybe. Anyways, they already come charred, and I would imagine if I'm not mistaken, they even sell where you can buy their different flavorings in them, or you could just buy yourself some cigars and age them in there, And Privada Cigars, if you go on their site, they do a lot of aging cigars, barrel aging, Perdomo, barrel aging. In fact, he's got a great one. Oh gosh, and I just love his cigars, man. A while back, he just had another granddaughter, and congratulations on Mr. Perdomo. Man, that guy makes some great cigars. I've always said it. I love his cigars. I really enjoy them. They test every cigar for their draw test, and you can't beat them. So try those guys. Try those out. I still cannot find the 30th anniversary Perdomo cigars here in Bakersfield, California. I know they were going to start selling. They just started this year, but anyways, they were going to had a selective, certain region that they were going to sell them at the beginning. So I'm just when they come here, I could probably order it online, but they have other cigars. Lot 23, try that out, guys. Great cigar. Man, that is a great cigar, and it's one of their top sellers, I think, from what I understand. But the Inch by Mr. Espinoza, great cigar, guys. That's another good one. It's a 60-inch gauge, but they call it the Inch cigar. You can try that out. That comes in a Maduro, the natural, and I can't remember what else. I think there's 3 different boxes they sell. Great cigar. Great cigar. And the Gurkha, I think it was the 1897 or 18. Yeah, try that one out, guys. Oh, man, was that a good cigar? The Gurkha cigar. I'm not too much into all the Gurkha cigars. I haven't had them all. But that one there, it looks like a little, on both ends, and light shaded, and 18 something. I think it says on there. It gives you a little. You try that out. You will not be disappointed. That is, man, it is one of the greatest cigars. Mac vintage 1997, I think it is. Oh my gosh. You know it. And see, Macanudo is they've been around for a long time. Used to hear everybody say, "Oh, what are you smoking? A Macanudo?" It's like, nah. Back then, I used to smoke Padrones. Padrones are, man, those are great cigars. You know, uh, you can't beat that cigar. You're gonna pay for it, but they're good cigars. Try those out. You got their lower price cigars. I think the 2000s, the 7000s. Uh, you know, try those are the more you know, I want to say affordable prices. If you're looking for something that's fairly reasonable, you don't want to pay. I mean, they got some good cigars that get up there, but great cigar maker. And talk to your tobacconist and see what they got going and what they recommend. All right, guys. You guys, again, hit the like and subscribe button, and I hope you guys have a great uh, great week to this week. Again, support your troops, support your first responders, guys. Spend time with your families, your kids. Others out there, take care of your kids, man. Watch over your kids because it's getting crazy out there, guys. And not to be, so gosh, down about about what's going on out there, but it's getting pretty bad, guys. It is. You really gotta watch your kids. Watch your kids, man. Talk to your kids. See what's going on. Even if they say, "Oh, nothing," that's all right. Pay attention how they each day, each and every day they come home, and because you can always tell. If you're attentive to your kids, you'll know. When there's something going on. They may be quiet. They may not want to be around everybody, and that's not normal for them. Uh, hit them up and say, "Hey, what's going on? Something going on?" Well, because talk to them. You can even talk to them by yourselves, or with you and your wife, and let them know, hey, we've all been there, and I just want to make sure that you're okay. I love you, and you know, anyways, and spend time with your wife. Have a good time, man. Enjoy. Uh, anyways, okay, guys. Love you guys, man. God bless. We'll see you in the next one. I think I'm going to hit this one up again just to see if there's any change in the second quarter. I mean, second third of this one. I doubt it, guys. Let's see if it even lasted. No, it already turned out. Anyways, I don't know. No, but cigar goes to waste, guys. I will smoke it. Like I said, it wasn't a terrible cigar. So, all right, guys. See you in the next one. God bless.